Hey guys, we're here with Preston from Prysmatic Labs. Thanks for joining us today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.
And you are building another client or clients for the new ETH and the old ETH chain at the moment. But what have you enjoyed so far about Edcon? You were just saying that all the different contributors are remote all over the world and people can come in one location and bounce ideas off each other.
Yeah, so we're building a Ethereum 2.0 client, and this is a big effort. Over 100 people are contributing across many projects. And we are distributed all over the world, so we don't really get to meet with people in person. So we're really thankful to have these conferences all over the world, so we can sort of meet up together, give in-person updates, and sort of like work collaboratively, and have our own like little side workshops to share knowledge and ideas.
I think that's something that you often miss when you know Ethereum's open source and there's contributors everywhere, but just basic things like having everyone in the one room, like how much more efficient is it to have a few days together like this?
Oh, it's amazingly powerful just to get everybody in one room and sort of flesh out all these ideas. We do like weekly or bi-weekly phone calls, but those they're limited to 1 hour, and you have a set topics, and it's kind of, you can only get so much done. Yeah. But when you're in person, especially for several days, maybe we had the workshop, we had one two days ago, and we can come back because we're all still here and say, hey, I have another idea, and just kind of share that. So it really adds a lot of velocity to everyone's progress.
So what are your thoughts on the new 2.0 chain? We sort of spoke to Vitalik this morning about how every 12 months or so it seems to be something fairly radical and new that's come out. So did it surprise you, or do you think it's the best approach, building the new chain sort of starting from scratch?
Yeah, so when we started this, we thought it was going to be like an upgrade, so we could take existing clients and just sprinkle sharding and proof of stake on top of it. And then what we quickly come to learn is that we have to rewrite every single piece. So the only pieces we could reuse are pieces to interact with the Ethereum 1 chain. So we still need this, method for transitioning from one chain to the other, so we can reuse that code. But other than that, it's like completely rewritten, and this is like, it's great because it's like a green field, so we can try out these things that otherwise might be simply rejected due to the complexity.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been pretty great. So if like part of the progression though is with the research is that some of our own like new radical ideas have their own new radical ideas. So it means the progress that we've made so far, we have to start over, and that's been kind of frustrating. But at the same time, it's hard to argue with a better idea.
Yeah. And you've been with Ethereum for a while. Are you more excited than ever now, or we sort of see real world businesses starting it? Yeah, what the progress that we've made. So how do you sort of feel about it all, where it's heading?
I feel really great. So we Prysmatic Labs has been together for just over a year. So we started in January last year. And before that, I didn't have any experience with Ethereum. But I had been, I used to work at Google before, and they like the kind of people that want to work there are just attracted to solving hard problems, and they want to make an impact in the world. And when I got hired at Google, I found hard problems, but I wasn't making quite the impact that I wanted to. Ethereum has this incredible opportunity to really change a lot of lives. So I want to say, how can I be a part of that?
Do you think we've seen the start of that mass exodus from banks and Googles of the world and stuff? We're going to see more of that migrating to people that have a bit of a libertarian mindset, or they just aren't really getting fulfilled at Google or something like that? Or
I don't know. I think that people who are driven to work on this technology are going to do it.
Yeah.
And I hope that these big enterprise or big corporations can allocate some resources to exploring it, and even if it doesn't contribute to their bottom line, but like helps the ecosystem and the world in general, like contributing to open source.
We saw Jack Dorsey hire some developers to work just on Bitcoin the other day. Yeah. So anyway, thanks for joining us today, Preston.
Yeah, thanks a lot.
Cheers.